Hello everyone and Happy New Year. I can't believe that it's 2024.
Oh my God!
That's just wild to me. But before I get ahead of myself, let's talk about all of the pattern tests that I did in 2023. Starting at the very beginning with the cute sweater I made for my cat when she was a kitten by Sundrop Soul. It was really easy to work up and make. It was super enjoyable working with Sundrop Soul, and my cat may not have loved wearing a sweater, but the sweater is super customizable, so you can even make it for like an 80-pound dog or a really tiny kitten. So it's very size inclusive and can be for any and every pet. Next up is the Wisteria Vest by Crochet Treat. I've pattern tested for her a couple times. I love working with Vera. She's so sweet. And I haven't had time to do too many pattern tests. Right now I'm currently doing 2, but that's besides the point. It is actually December 28th too, so just so y'all know. This video is probably coming out way late. But I did the Wisteria Vest. I made 2 different ones. I loved making this. It was one of the quickest workups like ever, and it's such a unique design too, so you don't really see that very often. It's super cute. Then after I made the Wisteria Vest, I made the Wisteria Cardigan and actually made a really like fine, lightweight, like lacy like one for my mom. That was her Mother's Day gift and she absolutely loved it. I loved this one too. It's a little bit more challenging than the vest because you got sleeves you got to work with and some shaping and whatnot, but it's such a cute design. I mean, I would totally make another in a heartbeat if I had extra time to, but since I'm designing my own patterns, I just don't have time. Next, I did the Blossom Shrug by Yukio Crochet, and I'm so sorry if I'm botching your name. I'm really sorry. But Kavi, and I'm sorry if I said your name wrong too, creates such cute designs, and she's actually been in school so she hasn't designed in a little bit, but I absolutely loved her patterns and the ones that she did come out with. The Blossom Shrug is super cute and pretty easy to understand. It's also a little bit challenging, so if you're a beginner, I definitely probably would say get some practice in before you start a Blossom Shrug, but it is a new technique that you can learn and pretty cool. I released a lot of my own patterns this year, so it's taken me a while to like go through and find all the pattern tests. I did the Flower Set by Gabriella's Yarn. Such a cute set. I didn't have time to make the skirt, but the top is so cute. It's a very unique design too, and I feel like you don't see it very often. And it's just one of those like designs that kind of makes you feel a little sexy and just really cute. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't like using the word sexy either, so that sounded really weird, but it's a really cute design. 10 out of 10. I did the Cora Vest by Sar from this lovely account. I love the design. The design is super cute. It's a little tedious and I was not like mentally prepared for it, but I'm obsessed with mine. I wear my Cora Vest all the time, so the amount of time that I put into it was well worth it. Then comes the Mayflower top. This is not like my typical style, but I thought it was so gorgeous, and I hadn't tested for Mei Lee yet and I really wanted to, and I'm glad I did. I feel like I learned so much from testing for her and her patterns are incredible. I created such a lovely top and learned so much about just designing, and she's just the sweetest person ever. So I loved it. Honestly, I want to make another one of these with a thicker weight yarn because I used a fingering weight yarn, like lace yarn pretty much, and I feel like I would have loved if my top was just a little bit thicker, but it's so cute. I wore it to my family's Easter and everybody loved the top. It was perfect for spring, and that's actually coming up, so if you guys need a little spring top to make, here you go. What's next? And this one is quite literally one of my favorite ones that I've ever made. It was a little challenging because the structure of the top was like a completely new method than what I was used to, but I loved it. I loved doing it. I love the challenge. The design itself is gorgeous and just so unique. I feel like you don't see it very often. My sister actually currently has this top because I just don't go out enough to wear it and she goes out all the time, so it just made more sense for her to wear it out and kind of show it off because it deserves to be shown off. But this is the Laguna top by Artsy Wool, and I am obsessed with all of JoJo's designs. She works so incredibly hard on everything she creates. I mean, you guys need to go see some of the stuff she does. It is seriously mind-blowing, and she's so creative and artistic, and I love it. and this top was definitely one of my favorites. I want to make the cardigan version. She had a free add-on to her Laguna pattern where you can make a cardigan version. So cute. Just haven't had time to make any of it. With this whole Zodiac series, I'm sitting here like, oh my god, when do I have to do the next pattern? Kind of losing my brain a little bit. And then I have several patterns that I'm working on for hobby too. So yeah. Oh, and I loved this top. This top made me feel like so girly and princessy, and I don't normally like dress girly or princessy or like anything like that, but the Dove top by Molly Muffers, oh my gosh, it's such a little dream top. It's so cute and comfortable, and I love it. I loved it so much. I loved the purple. I want to make more in other colors too. I have several yarns that I can use for that. But this one was so cute. It's very customizable and perfect for all sizes, even larger busts, smaller busts, whatever. It can literally fit everybody. It's so cute. I also made the Sailor Bralette top by Knitting with Ellie, and this was a lovely top to make. Honestly, I'm kind of mad at myself for forgetting to film this part of the video, but I just like skipped over the content, even though I have at least 3 types of content for this top. Anyway, I absolutely love this top. It's very beginner friendly, and I would definitely recommend it for somebody who's just starting to get into garments. It's very customizable, any bust size, any size in general, and it's super quick and easy to work up. This pattern test was definitely a challenge for me. I don't do much color work, and I'd love to. It's just, I'm such a perfectionist, so that pulling the yarn, you know, behind the stitches to like keep it hidden or keep it only visible on one side so the other side looks nice is like really annoying for me. So I have a lot of trouble with color work, which is why I don't do it enough. But this bag was so cute and so worth it all. I made a purple two-toned one for my sister, and then I made a nice beige one for me. It's so cute. I even sewed an insert, and oh my gosh, I love the bag. I use it all the time now. It took me like months to finish it. I did my sister's bag first for the pattern test, and then I started mine and never finished it until now, and I am obsessed with it. It's so cute. Definitely loved that one, and the pattern's super easy to understand, and actually it's written and photographed in a way from like a lefty standpoint, so if you're a lefty it might be kind of nice to go check out a pattern where the designer is a lefty too. It was really cool to see her point of view because I'm a righty and I'm so used to, you know, righties writing the pattern, that it was really cool and unique to get a lefty's point of view, and it was so easy to follow and definitely beginner friendly, so go check that out if you're a beginner. Surprisingly, a lot of my followers are now beginners or wanting to start crochet, so this might be a good point to like learn how to do bags and stuff. Oh my gosh, this one is one of my favorites that I have ever made. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed with it. So I pattern tested for Maylee again for her tapestry tee, and this was definitely challenging because of all of the color work, but oh my gosh, I love this top. It is so cute. I mean, the fact that like I drew out the design and then could make it into a top based on like Maylee's pattern, it's just incredible. That was actually my first like top down item too, so that was like such a learning experience and I loved it. All of Maylee's patterns are incredible. She even does like calculations in her, so you just put your gauge info in and it'll calculate how many rows and stitches you need, which is super cool. Makes your life a lot easier so you don't have to figure out the math yourself. Another one that I forgot to talk about was the butterfly harness. Oh my gosh, this was absolutely gorgeous and so unique. Of course I had to test for it, and I mean, look at this. It's amazing. It was super intricate, but the pattern was absolutely incredible, and it has pictures for every step of the way, so you're not confused at all. It was so enjoyable and just so unique, and I could go on, but definitely recommend you guys check this one out. I tested the succulent pattern by Sierra Stitches. She was also lovely to pattern test for. It was such a cute little succulent, and I do not have a green thumb. I am not the greatest plant mama. I only have one succulent right now, and it's doing pretty well, but that's because it's not in my room. My room gets 0 sun, so all of the plants die in here. My sister's room, on the other hand, has so much sun, so she gets to have all of the plants she wants and they never die. Quite envious of it, to be completely honest. So I had to do this pattern test so that I could have a little succulent in my room, and it's so cute. The pattern was also really easy to follow, really organized and neat. I definitely liked it. Man, I came out with a lot of patterns this year. I pattern tested for JoJo again and Anika from the Polisher Project for the 70s dress. You guys, this is one of the coolest things that I've ever made. I haven't ever made a dress like this before, and it was definitely It was crazy all around. I mean, such a cool design. I felt really cute in it and I loved it. It was such a cool piece to make, and it was really eye-opening on like structuring a dress and whatnot. And yeah, it was super cute. I love testing for the both of them. They're so sweet and such talented people. I mean, Anika makes amazing things just as much as JoJo, and the artisticness and creativity from these two people, it's mind-blowing. Then I tested for Callie. If you guys haven't caught on, her and I are really close. And Callie and I are literally best friends, so I had to test for her. I've wanted to test for her and I just haven't had time, or picked up another test and then couldn't do hers too, because I want to like put the right effort into it and make sure it's my best that I could possibly do, especially because it's for her and she's really an amazing designer. So anyway, I tested her Andrina hoodie. It's such a beachy hoodie and I absolutely love it. She's doing a series based on each of the mermaid sisters from The Little Mermaid, and so far she's got this one done and she's been mocking up a couple other designs. Oh my god, she's just incredible. They're all gonna be so good. I love my Andrina hoodie. It is such a cool look. My mom even loves it too. I mean, it's perfect for any time of year. I made mine very fall vibes. You can make yours totally beachy and perfection. Then I tested the Caroline sweater by Hemp by Steph. She's the sweetest too, and this design is gorgeous. She's been working on it for like the longest time and had to get a lot of approval from other people, or just like the okay too, because some other people have created designs similar and she didn't want, you know, anybody to get upset. And the design is beautiful. The pattern was really easy to follow, and I'm actually working on my second one. I wanted to finish it a long time ago and then life just got super busy. So I will have a teal and neutral one coming eventually, and I will get it done and it'll be super cute to wear. I'm super excited about it, but it might just be a little bit. So yeah, I've gotten so many compliments. Literally every time I go out, I've gotten a million compliments from like random people about the Caroline sweater. It's such a look and such a vibe, and it's just, I love it. It gives me like peaceful yet edgy, and I love it. I love it. I feel very cute when I wear it. I made another 70s vibe cardigan called the 70s cardigan by Morgan. Her account is Earth by Morg, and oh my gosh, her stuff is so cute. Her account is really cute. It's very aesthetically pleasing, and her 70s cardigan is adorable. It's like a meshy 70s vibe cardigan. It was really easy and quick to work up. I honestly could make probably like 5 and get them done in like a week or something because of how like quick and cute they are. I've gotten plenty of compliments on it, and definitely I want to make another one. I want to make like a nice neutral color. I made the Wavy Days bucket hat made by Grace XO is her account, and I loved this hat. It's so cute. It took me like I said, I don't do a lot of color work, and I have a hard time with color work, so it definitely was a learning process for me. I may or may not have had to have frogged it like 5 times because I kept messing up, or I'd forget that I had to crochet a certain way or change colors a certain time. I'm just a forgetful human being, so it happens. But it ended up turning out so cute in the end, and I love the design, and Grace is really sweet. And with summer coming up soon, this is definitely a hat that you need to make. It's so cute and it can match everything. I did 2 neutral tones, and literally I can wear it with anything, and I can't wait to wear it over the summer. So yeah, those were all of the pattern tests that I did this past year, and they may not seem like a lot because I feel like I've done more in the past years, but this is why I didn't have as many tests. I released almost, I think, 7 zodiac sign patterns based on each of the zodiac signs this year, along with my Spin Your Record coasters, the Oli Poly earmuffs, and a crochet pumpkin head. So the Oli Poly earmuffs and the pumpkin head have free PDF patterns that you can download, and the Spin Your Record player coasters have a tutorial on my YouTube and a pattern that you can purchase through Etsy. It's only $4. So this year I was really busy, and if you would like to check out my zodiac sign series and all of my patterns, click the link that I have below and check it out. It's just my website link, but I have all of the zodiac sign patterns and my Etsy linked. My Etsy has all of my patterns, where my Ribbler only has 2 zodiac sign patterns, and then my Ko-fi only has my zodiac sign patterns, and then my Tommy's pattern. And that was the other one, the Tommy's multi-mesh, which is a 3-in-1 pattern, size inclusive, made by measure pattern. And that one you can make a sweater, a cardigan, or a button-up shirt. So you can even make something for your boyfriend or your dad or your grandpa or whatever. It was inspired by my grandpa. He had passed away probably about 5 years from now, I think it's been, and he definitely had that like old school bowling look. So I wanted to design something based off of him, and his name was Tom, so Tommy's Multi-Mesh is where that name came from. And yeah, that one's definitely one of my favorites. I could make a million of those and still want more. There's so many color combinations.
Oh my God!
So many color combinations that you could do.